today was trying to stream, and he had a bunch of other people also using the same internet as him at the same time because his kids were watching like videos on their smart TV and stuff. So he actually had to turn his stream off because his connection to Spell Table just was absolutely dying, and he kept like stuttering and froze for a solid like 60 seconds at one point.
So that happened to somebody I was playing with earlier too.
Yeah, maybe we're playing the same guy.
I will say I've had a problem ever since the May or something. I think with one of the updates on Windows, that the longer my computer runs, the more stutters keep happening. Like just loading web pages, going to check my email, and the computer starts stuttering. So
that sounds like
that's really weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I've updated all my drivers. I've like checked a lot of things, and I've even just done a complete reboot of the system. How do you say that? Not a factory reset, but like just resetting the entire install and stuff, and keeps coming back. So I don't really know what's causing it.
That's rough.
I heard that the May update has caused some issues for some of on Windows, so I'm hoping that's it, and when they release a new update, it's gonna be gone.
I don't know about the May update, but the November update last year bricked my computer.
Yeah.
It straight up deleted my operating system off of my. Well, it didn't delete it, but it very heavily corrupted my boot sector, which was great.
Yeah.
And it was super lazy about it, and it took me until a month and a half ago. Not even, it was like a month ago to get it fixed.
I'm sorry.
So, what are you? I've been keeping track of points for each of my games to report. What are your guys' names on Discord while we're waiting for the 4th?
I have the same name in Discord as I have for Spell Table.
Alrighty.
Is Jonicus with a 0. And
instead of an O?
Yeah. Yes.
Right. Okay.
And have you guys looked at the spoilers for M21?
That Teferi,
the one that has like instant speed activation.
Yeah, who has original mono blue Teferi emblem, but only for himself.
Yeah, it's good. It's only for himself. Like, if that thing was just
if it was for everyone, that would be broken.
Yeah, broken in half. Like I do think the fact that because he has instant speed activation, it does reflect in his activated abilities that they aren't that powerful for a 4-mana planeswalker. Like +1 draw card, discard a card, and -3 phase a creature out aren't the most broken thing.
Phase an opponent's creature out very importantly.
Yeah,
if it was your own creature, that would be so much better.
Yeah, at least you could use it as protection for your creature then.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you could. If one of your opponents went to Wrath, you could phase your own creature out and save it.
But the phasing and the fact that you can instant speed do it on your opponent's turn means you can basically keep threats of theirs off the table.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, you have to be able to.
It's a -3 though, and he only starts with.
You have to be able to plus him 3 other times throughout the course of the thing. So you can only in 1v1 you can't do that. But in like a 4-player game, if there's only one person whose threat you need to keep dealing with, you can do it to them. But,
on the other hand, then you
ult him.
Yeah, his -10. But on the other hand, like the fact that he only starts with 3 loyalty and it's a -10 means that even that isn't the most threatening thing.
On Thursday, I saw a leak for him that had him starting at 5, and I was like, there is no way.
I saw one guy who the change in the activated ability was instead of the static ability was instead of being able to activate it instant speed, you could play Teferi at flash speed. So like flash the planeswalker in at the end step and stuff like that.
I mean, if it was just him, that would be fine. If it was all planeswalkers, again, Brody.
No, but compared to the last 2 Teferis, honestly, this one isn't that bad.
I mean, 5 mana Teferi is not that bad either.
I think
the
5 mana Teferi's biggest problem is that it's just he's basically the perfect commander for a control deck, the perfect planeswalker perfect planeswalker for a control deck. To just like, I mean, I'm playing him. I have 2 mana at man step, so whatever you do in your next turn, I'm going to respond to it. I protect my thing.
It's the same thing with Jace the Mind Sculptor. Just you don't get the untap. I mean, you get to brainstorm every single turn.
I know, but the fact that you get to have mana open is especially in 1v1 a pretty big.
Oh yeah, no, he's much stronger in 1v1.
But honestly, like especially the 3 mana Teferi is the one that's really annoying. Like 3 mana, it's very early, and then either bounce and draw. But especially the fact that your opponent has to play a sorcery speed is just brutal.
My wife plays a Wrath Capuchin, kind of okay. It's probably definitely stacks deck, and she is looking at me while you guys are. She's watching the stream, and she's looking at me while you guys are talking about this new Teferi. Like soon.
Oh yeah. I need at least 2 copies. The last game I played, I was playing a Planeswalker deck, and I'm like, I need it for that because it is not unreasonable for me to in that Planeswalker deck be able to get to a point where I could just like take infinite turns with a couple activations of with the Chain Veil and Oath of Teferi, and like enough just like enough proliferate with because it's Atraxa, where I can just over the course of 2 turns I can just get him up to 10 and then ult him, and then get him up to 10 or I guess 11 and then ult him, and then get him up to 11 and then ult him, and just do that over and over and over again. And then also for this deck because it's mono blue.
I have a Jeskai playing Super Friends deck with a Kaikar, but it's not the most interesting for that deck. I'm actually the one that I'm still looking for is the new Narset, the 3-color Narset.
That one seems real good for just in general. The -2 is real good. The +1's great. I think any Planeswalker that does a thing and gains you gives you mana is really insane. One of my probably favorite Planeswalker ever is Sarkhan Unbroken. 5 mana, 2 and 2,
the one that
blue and a green.
The teamer one, the one that
+1 draw a card, add a mana of any color, -2 make a dragon.
Does anybody want
to? His -8 doesn't.
And ulti win the game because you get to put all your dragons from your deck onto the battlefield.
Dude, I put him in a deck that wasn't even running a single dragon, and he was good.
Yeah.
Because getting to once a turn draw a card, gain a mana, a mana dork that once a turn draws you a card and gains you a mana is just yes.
I will say I love the War of the Spark Sarkhan because it's one of the win cons in my Super Friends deck. Like, I have these 5 Planeswalker. Play Sarkhan, tick him up. I attack with all my Planeswalkers in the air.
Yeah. I saw a custom card on the MTG on the custom MTG subreddit that had it was a legendary creature that could make a copy. Hey, we have a 4th player now. That could make a copy of a legendary creature, except instead of it being a creature, it was an artifact. And one of my friends showed it to me, and he was like, "Hey, he's like, what would happen if you did this on the War of the Spark Gideon Blackblade?" And I was like, "Oh, you would just have an artifact creature during your turn, and an artifact during every other player's turn."
Weird. Yeah.
So you guys are aware before we start, I have this deck also has Gigantha in the sideboard.
As the companion, cool.
Yeah.
As long as you don't
companion zone.
Yeah. As long as you don't see any double colors on the card, it's fine, I guess.
You shouldn't.
I will be watching every single one of your cards.
I'm fairly certain that I got it right when I cut all those cards. I cut some good stuff.
I trust you. I mean, how much worse has it made Gigantha with the new companion rule?
I haven't had a chance. This will be the first game I've played with it since they changed it.
All right. Also, the RC did just announce a change to Commander Dies triggers.
I saw that.
Did you hear about that?
From what I understand, the rules officially going into effect on the next announcement, which is I think June
the M21 release. Yeah.
Yeah, June 28 or something is when it goes into effect, if I'm not mistaken. Officially, you can already do it if you want to, but it's officially. Doesn't really matter for my deck, so.
So, Dustin, can you hear us and everything? Are you good?
Does anybody else have his screen like constantly lagging?
It's a little choppy. Yeah, it looks like.
Yeah.
So
Hey, sorry.
Okay, there we go. Hello, Dustin. So I was right. While we were waiting for you, I got these guys'
Hey
names as
guys.
they appear on Discord. What's your name as it appears on Discord, so I can report the results when we're done? Because I've been doing that for all my games, writing them down and tracking points and stuff.
And yeah, it is Papa P-A-P-A-D-O D-I-O.
Papa Dio.
I gotta say that
I got the Papa part. I did not hear the rest of it because he's lagging out again on my screen.
Yeah, it's pretty choppy for me too.
D-O D-I-O.
D-E-O?
D-I-O is what I understood.
D-I-O?
Yeah.
Papa Dio?
Gotta say, there are some very nice reprints in M21. The Ugin Spirit Dragon and Grim Tutor are really nice.
Yeah, okay, cool. It was Papa Dio. Cool. Alright. So far I have 2 points for playing.
Alright.
Alright, roll 2d6 to determine who's going first?
Sure.
Sure.
I have 7.
5.
I also rolled a 7.
Alrighty.
I have a 9.
Alrighty, guess Dustin gets to go first.
And I have a mulligan because 5 lands in my opening hand is not really what I'm looking for.
Alright.
This might be okay.
I'll keep that.
Alright, we'll find
Hey
out.
Dustin, just so you know, you're holding your hand very much on camera.
Yeah, for John, I can also see some of the cards. Not really, I haven't really paid attention to what exactly they were, but.
Well, I'm gonna
I
mulligan this.
saw single claims and I looked away.
So, let's see.
Yeah.
Alright, this is looking better. What's your first? 6, 7. Alright.
Sorry, it's actually the first game I've tried playing with my setup.
This hand is not much better.
Everybody's cool.
I'll
Ready to
keep
go.
We're waiting on John still.
I'll keep this hand.
You're good? Alrighty, yeah, then everybody's good to go.
Yeah, I'm good to go. So who's first?
Destin will be first. And then I figured we just
Okay.
go around in the order that were already displayed on screen.
Fine for me.
Yep.
I will start with a snow-covered and a drop return, a Kamea Falco,
Alrighty.
and that will be it.
Alrighty. Draw for turn. Snow-covered island, they go.
Alright, White Spore Frog. Draw a card. Ancient Tomb. I'll take 2 damage and I'll play an Anvil of Bogarden.
Ooh!
So everybody draws 2 cards instead of 1, and then discard a card during their draw step, and each player skips that discard phase.
No max hand size, draw an additional card, but also discard.
Yeah.
Cool, cool.
Hey, I'm a mono white. I need to take my chance where I can get him.
Cool.
Anvil of what? It's not.
Anvil of Bogarden.
Yeah, you're gonna see some old cards. Some
ANVIL space OF space BOG. I think it's BO Garden.
BOGARDAN.
That's kind of cool. I actually like that. All right, so it's my turn.
Yeah.
All right, you draw an additional card,
and then discard a card.
And then discard a card. Oh, that's so hard though. Oh, sad. Okay. I will discard this snow-covered swamp.
Why would it be sad to discard a card? Come on, everybody uses a graveyard, right?
I did get to draw 2 cards, so that's fine. I'm gonna play a Murmuring Bosk as my land for turn, and take 1 damage to cast a land tax.
Doesn't Murmuring Bosk enter tapped unless you reveal a tree folk from your hand?
Yeah.
Wow, I did not realize that. Okay, so I don't do that. It just enters tapped, and pretend I don't have a land tax in my hand.
What
That's
land
fine.
tax?
Turn.
I wish I had the latex in my hand.
I wish I had one too. I don't know what you're talking about.
I plead the 5th.
I've been playing that card wrong for a very long time, and no one has caught me.
That's okay.
Oopsies.
That's
Yeah.
okay.
Gotcha. I'll read that.
It's a pretty like
It's your turn, Dustin.
fringe card.
Everybody else, he's
Yeah.
still frozen. Is he frozen?
I think his thing is just lagging.
Okay.
Lagged a bit.
Okay. Yeah, your screen seems to have frozen on our end.
Anybody glad Grim Tutor is getting a reprint to get the price a little bit down?
I mean, I don't think that will reduce the price of the originals very much.
No, but I guess you can get Grim Tutors without having to pay, like, what is it, 60? 80?
200.
200? Jesus.
Yeah, they're
Dustin,
200.
Are you running any
Oh
other
god, yeah.
heavy
Sure, the
downloads
original
or-
one. The original one. I think the original one is going to go down just because people can buy the new one. They don't have to buy the old one, but not by a lot, like 150 instead of 200. Is it 200? Yeah, I'm in Europe, so those prices might be a lot different for me. Like, I have noticed on some cards there's a pretty big discrepancy between America and Europe. Let's see, Grim Tutor. Oh,
Dustin, I take it you're done, right?
yeah. Oh, yeah. No, in your yeah, about 200. Seems
Play
right.
Rakdos Signet. I wonder,
Yeah.
Justin, if you
I
have.
I
Harder
can see that, but I'm assuming since the gold border that indicates whose turn it is has moved, I'm going to assume that he is
Yeah.
done.
Mm.
I'm just gonna play another island and say go. Oh, I have to draw 2 cards, and I forgot to discard a card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna discard this Nexus of Fate and shuffle it into my deck.
Sure, that's fine. Also, what did Dustin draw? Discard.
Oh yeah, Dustin, you needed to draw an additional card and discard a card.
Yeah, Envelable Garden is for everybody. Everybody gets 2 draws instead of 1, but has to discard a card.
What card is that? I could not tell.
Yeah, me neither.
It's your turn now, Matthias.
I'll untap. I'll draw 2. I'll discard the planes. That was a pretty insane draw, though. Jesus. Let's see. I'll play a Mox Diamond. I'll discard a strip mine. I'll play a Salvage Scout. And then I'll take 2 damage and play a Skull Clamp.
I'm gonna negate the Skull Clamp.
That's fine. I'll play a Plains. And I will sacrifice the Salvage Scout to return the Skull Clamp to my hand.
Isn't that a tap ability?
Nope.
Oh, no, it's not. Okay.
1 white and sacrifice to return. And then I'll play Skull Clamp. I had one
You still have
floating.
a mana? Oh,
I had 1 floating from an Ancient Tomb.
oh, from when you played it. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And that'll be the end of my turn.
Okay. I'll untap and draw 2 cards. I'm going to play a mountain.
Think the card we discarded is a Scampering Scorcher.
And
I'm not entirely sure.
this time I really will play the land tax. And I'll pass. Oh, I forgot to discard.
Or maybe something else. Seems like damage is correct.
Shoot. Alright, I'll discard this I don't know. Decision. I'll discard this land and pass turn.
Is that a Riftstone Portal? Or what is that?
That's a Rith. What is it?
Rift layer or whatever?
It's a layer. Yeah, it's the
What color is it?
So it's
Oh,
it's Caldera.
There you go.
I can't read sometimes. Just bear with me.
Pitiless Plunderer.
Okie doke.
Nice one.
Untap. Draw.
2 draws and discard.
Right. Thank you for reminding me. I think this Maze of Ith is the least important one right now. Snow-covered island. Say go.
Alright, and tap. Draw 2. I'll discard a Mirror Retriever. I'll attempt to cast my commander. Results? I'll take 2 damage.
No response here.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
You be at 34. Matthias, shouldn't you be at 34 from using the...
Oh, did he miss? I should have had 6 damage from the...
Yeah, because you did it on your first turn, your second turn, and this is your third turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then I will cast a Mana Crypt. Trigger Teshar. Return. Let's see. Salvage Scouts to the battlefield.
Okay.
Tap it. Equip the Skull Clamp to the Salvage Scout. Dies. I draw 2 cards. So I have 1 colorless floating. I'll play a Plains, and I will play a Mesmeric Orb, triggering Teshar and returning the Mirror Retriever.
I'm going to disallow the Mesmeric Orb.
Okay. And I have no more mana left, so that'll end my turn.
Okay. I will untap, draw 2. Ooh. And I'll discard this.
I'll put this here to remember my Mana Crypt trigger.
And then there's a trigger on land tax, so I get to search for 3 basic lands and put them in my.
Technically happens before the drop.
Plains. And an island. And what's the next thing I need here? There's a forest. Alright, so I'm gonna play a snow-covered island, and we skip our discard step, right?
Yeah, you have no maximum hand size.
I'm gonna play a fist.
Big problem for me, that maximum hand size.
And then I will pass the turn. Can you guys hear anything he's saying? Because I can't hear.
Not at all.
No.
That's a Phyrexian tower, yeah.
What did you discard to the Anvil of Bookland?
It looks like that that knight that got misprinted is a 2/3.
Ah, that thing, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I discarded that Sacred Foundry.
Yep. Yeah, it's the night that got misprinted as the 2/3 when it was supposed to be a 2/2.
Yeah. So, whenever another creature enters the battlefield, each you control, each opponent loses 1 life. Nice. One black.
Carrion Feeder. Alesha.
I don't like having to sit next to the blue deck.
Oh, you pressed the thing too many times. My turn. Alright, untap. Upkeep. Draw. I'm perfectly fine with where I am. You're in a great spot. It makes it so much easier for me to counter all of your stuff.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Um,
Come on, where is my... I'm looking for...
Extraplanar Lens.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to draw and discard a card. Don't need Mana Escape Refractor. Pass the turn.
Alright, I will untap. I'll have a Mana Crypt trigger. I'll say even is losing life. So 6, lose 3 life. Draw 2. Discard a Ratchet Bomb. Let's see. I'll tap this for 2 colorless. I'll move to equip the Skull Clamp to the Mirror Retriever.
Mm-hmm.
So Mirror Retriever dies, I draw 2 cards and I get a Mirror Retriever trigger. I'll put Mesmeric Orb back into my hand.
Stifle the Mesmeric Orb return.
Sure. Still get to draw 2 cards?
Yeah, you still get to draw 2 cards. It's with Tail's End, not with Stifle technically, but
Sure, that's fine. I'll pay 1. I'll tap my Mox Diamond. I'll cast a Grim Monolith, trigger Teshar, return Mirror Retriever.
Mm-hmm.
Tap the Grim Monolith. Move to equip Skull Clamp on Mirror Retriever. Mirror Retriever dies, return Mesmeric Orb and draw 2 cards. Okay?
Yeah. I'm tapped out now. You're good.
Alright. Let's see, what do we have in hand here? I have 2 mana floating. I'll cast a Sensei's Divine Top, trigger Teshar, return the Mirror Retriever, I guess. Yeah, so when I saw Skull Clamp, I was like, oh, this is gonna go bad. Or good for me, but... 1 mana floating, I'll activate Sensei's... Oh no, wait, I equipped the Skull Clamp. Wait. So I... 1 to activate, you stifled... I tapped, scrapped Grim Monolith, tapped it, equipped, died. Yeah, I have 1 floating, so I'll use that to top. Oh, wow, that is good. Do I just... I'll play a... Snow-covered Plains as my land for a turn. I'll activate my top to draw a card. That's on top. I'll play the Mesmeric Orb. And then I will play a Chromatic Star, and I'll say go.
Okay. I will untap. Draw 2. You're still drawing 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Bogart, Envelope Bogarden is still there.
And I will discard. Oh man.
I will say it's in everybody's best interest to kill my Skull Clamp as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm. Sorry, I'm reading a card.
Also,
Interesting. Okay, yeah, I wish I could deal with the Skull Clamp, but I can't at the moment. I will discard Deceiver of Form. And we'll play a Forest as my land for turn. I'm gonna cast a Birds of Paradise, and then I'll pay 3 and put Giganta in my hand and pass. I'm curious about what number you guys use when you queued.
I said 8 because I guess I thought I find it hard to guess with Channel Fireball what the accurate number is, because this deck falls like when it says 8, lots of infinite game-ending combos, many powerful cards, but some of the cards are not from the highest tier of commander cards. Like, it's a mono white deck. I don't have all the blue counterspell and draw or red or the black tutors and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. I have a CEDH buddy who's been complaining to me about Teshar white decks destroying CEDH apparently.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, it's a graveyard deck. If you have any graveyard disruption, it shuts down the deck. So I don't.
Teshar white recursion it's good, man. I'm not criticizing. I'm just.
Yeah, I know it's a powerful. I know it's a powerful deck.
I think I agree with you on the Channel Fireball's rating system is maybe a little ambiguous.
Like, I knew it was a powerful deck, but I was like, I don't think it's a CDH deck. So I was like, I used the highest I could without going CDH, so that was 8.
Yeah.
So.
I think right now you're 1 card away from going infinite.
Basically, yes. If I can find some sort of good sack outlet for the Mirror Retriever.
I think it's one specific card.
There are several cards in my deck that would do it, actually.
Okay, I mean, I can only think. I guess I don't know what's in your deck, but there's one specific card that I'm thinking of that would do it.
Which one is that?
I'm not going to tell you. Because then if it's in your hand and you haven't seen it, or you see it with top and you don't know and you haven't figured it out.
Trust me, this deck has like, I think, 30 different combinations of combo. So I've built the deck for a while now, so I've had to study up on all the different combos you can do with the deck. Oh, I've been forgetting to see if people remember them as Miracle Orb triggers. That's my own fault.
What does the Miracle Orb do?
Whenever you untap a permanent mill.
Yeah, basically whenever a permanent gets untapped, you mill 1 card.
Nope.
I've not been paying attention to it. Yeah, I've not been paying. The main reason that it's in the deck is basically as an extra draw engine for Teshar.
Mm-hmm. I skipped my land tax trigger when it wouldn't have hurt me to get more land on my last turn. Just to thin the deck out.
Who is, I think he's attacking me, but I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know either.
Dustin, who are you attacking?
Yeah, I don't know how you're going to... If he doesn't have audio...
Hold up 1 for Griffix, 2 for Matthias, and 3 for John. Maybe he can't even hear us.
I assume he must have, because he's been doing the Anvil of Bogarden triggers once we reminded. So he's attacking Griffiths.
Okay.
Me? Why? Teshar's the scary one. Rude.
I guess because you don't have any blockers, and Mirror Retriever is like an excellent blocker, I'm guessing.
I guess.
He's triggered by blue.
I'm not going to play at the table.
Typical blue response. Lie.
I'm not. There's a 5-color player at the table.
You talking about?
Sure.
The guy with the Jodah.
Doing anything.
And the Fist of Suns in play.
Not doing anything. Shh.
So you're getting attacked, and I think he's now responding to the commander
not
trigger.
Blocking.
Yeah, I think he's doing his Alesha trigger. With sacrificing the Kami.
Looks like that.
To return. Which one is that?
Does she put it into play tapped and attacking? I don't know what Alesha
Yeah, Alesha puts it into play tapped and attacking. It's more that I'm trying to figure out what the card is.
Attacking. It's Marionette Master or something like that.
The one with Fabricate? Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's gonna make a bunch of tokens.
Or he's gonna put counters on it, one of the two?
Yeah,
making tokens. Okay, so I take another one.
From what I've seen in the deck, I'm guessing he makes a bunch of tokens with a lot of his creatures. So you're getting 4 power at you.
Yeah.
I think I queued as a 7 when I probably should have hit 6. But it is the first time I've played this since the change.
Jodah's real tough.
Well, so this deck definitely used to be more of an 8 because I used to have, before I did Gigantha, I had Nexus of Fate, Omniscience, Tidespread Tyrant, and like a bunch of Razakath and stuff, so I could actually do infinite turns. But now I think I've significantly dropped the power level on it.
Yeah.
We may have lost Dustin. It's just.
Are you guys able to hear me yet?
Hey,
yeah,
we can hear you.
Dustin. We can hear Dustin. Woohoo!
We lost his video though, but
yeah, now we can hear him at least.
I'm gonna discard this Jace's Archivist.
Wait, did you mill for all the lands you untapped?
Oh, I did not. I need to put this Jace's Archivist because I didn't draw that. What cards did I do? I drew these 2 cards. They were in that order. It doesn't super matter.
3?
Yeah, 1. Dang it! I wanted that Spellseeker. Imprisoned in the Moon. That would have been great.
Dustin, my advice for you is to just kill any other downloads or streams you have going on your network, especially if you have Google Drive on any machines. Just kill it. Google Drive will take a big crap on anything you're trying to do.
Yeah.
As far as network traffic goes, I love Google Drive. Don't get me wrong. I just know that from experience.
Still get rid of the Jace's Archivist. Snow-covered Island. I'm just gonna play my commander and play a Scroll Rack.
Yeah. Do I want to do anything before end of the turn?
Pass the turn.
Yeah, I'm just thinking if I want to crack my Chromatic Star or not. Doesn't really matter, I guess. So it's my turn. I'll untap. I'll have 5 Mesmeric Orb triggers. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So Chromatic Sphere, Cryptic Case, Path to Exile, Recruiter of the Guard. And then I'll have my Mana Crypt trigger. So even as losing life, I'll lose 3 life. I'll take 3 damage, whatever. And then draw 2, discard a card. I'll discard a Runes of Torquir. And Let's see. Let's see if this was the card you were talking about. I'm going to cast an Ashnod's Altar.
I mean, I still have no response. I'm tapped out.
Yeah.
None here either.
So I think I can draw my deck now.
You could have if you still had the senseis, but I guess you can get the senseis back because of the.
Doesn't even matter. Chromatic Star. So I.
It's
sacrifice Chromatic Star, sacrifice Mirror Reaver to Ashnod's Altar, bounce Chromatic Star, and then I have 2 floating colorless mana and a white mana. Play this, get this back. I can just repeat that and draw a card.
Oh yeah, you don't even need the skull clamp.
So I'm making mana and I'm drawing my deck basically.
Yeah, and then
I have an enduring. I can play Enduring Renewal to just make infinite mana with the Mirror Reaver and the Ashnod's Altar.
And like Aether Flux Reservoir or something like
Walking
that.
Ballista.
That works too. Okay.
Okay. Good game.
Yeah, I got pretty lucky with my card draw. Like that's the big downside from playing white. I don't have that many tutors.
I screwed up. I should have countered Teshar when you cast it instead of holding the counter spell.
Yeah, that's what I was most afraid of when I played Teshar. Was like, if they counter it, I'm probably going to be set behind for a couple of turns.
I mean, I think for playing in white, you did a very good job drawing cards.
Yeah, seeing the Skull Clamp and like the Mirror Reaver as the first 2 cards I drew with Anvil of Bogard, and was like, wow, that went.
I really
fast.
like that card. Is it what is that?
It's not the cheapest. It's not like the cheapest card, but it's not like super expensive.
Yeah, I mean, I'm playing a land tax here, and I hardly did anything with it. But yeah, the reason I asked about the number was because it wasn't actually it was like the way you guys were interacting with each other, like Griffix, you specifically, knowing what Matthias is going to play and kind of shutting it down. Like, wait a second, am I at a CEDH table by accident? What happened?
No, I have friends that play CEDH. I've played a couple games of CEDH borrowing decks. I also play Modern very regularly. So, and I most of my decks win via infinite combo. This one wins it with Mind Over Matter combo.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
I'm just gonna draw a bajillion cards with Arcanis and then kill you in one of 67 different ways, and by 67 I mean 2.
Lab Maniac, Thassa's Oracle?
Yeah, no Labman anymore, just Thassa's Oracle and Jace.
Yeah, it says something that in the last 2 years they've printed 2 cards that are just better than Labman.
Yeah, I was like, I could still also be running Labman, or I could just be running a bunch of extra turn spells. Those seem good too. That's another thing is I can get to a point where I can just take infinite turns.
Yeah, I will say, like, with my deck, either Teshar or Enduring Renewal are like the 2 best ways to just keep recurring stuff from the graveyard. Scrap is also a pretty good way. I guess you have like 3 cards that are the ways you can go in infinite with grave recursion, and then basically like there are like 50 different ways to. The three main win cons are Perilous Mirror, what's it called there? The Walking Ballista and the. I forget the name now. The Aetherflux Reservoir are the 3 main win cons in the deck.
Oh, I do still run Labman in this deck.
Well, good game, you guys.
Yeah.
Griffix, you're gonna report the numbers.
I just reported it. Although it says that was not a valid game ID. Let me try again. Maybe it needs the dash.
Mine should be exactly as it is in.
That part wasn't the problem. It was I apparently misreported the game ID.
So wait, what is the? How many points?
There we go. I got it. I reported it. Submitted it successfully. I got 2 points. You got Matthias. You got 10 points. John, you got 2 points, and Dustin got 2 points.
Well, that's a lot better than my previous 2 games I played. I got 2 and 1 point. So you know. I got 2 and 1 point. So you know.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I'll see you later.
Yeah, sorry for a bit of the mismatch in power.
Well, we'll see you later.
No big deal.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Like I said, I screwed up.
Did I fix my mic?
Yeah, we can hear you again. We still can't see you.
Oh, yeah. I think I fixed
Also,
my mic, and doing that killed my my sound.
I had.
gotta turn it off. I can't handle it anymore. That was a rough one, you guys. Alright, I'll be back a little bit later.